As you already know, there's absolutely nothing like a show-stopping red carpet moment, and we were treated to a wealth of them at the 2025 Met Gala. There was plenty to dissect on social media, from the night which was organized to celebrate the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Spring 2025 Costume Institute exhibition, Superfine, Tailoring Black Style. The night's Tailored for You dress code brought out some genuinely inspiring creativity from Met Gala attendees, and there was plenty of night of gossip to go around, and that's exactly what we have for you. So what were some of the notable takeaways of the year's event? Stick around to find out. The 2025 Met Gala commenced with a soul-stirring performance by the Silk and Sound Choir, setting a jubilant tone for the evening celebration of Black style and artistry. Clad in coordinated suits, the 20-member ensemble delivered a powerful a cappella rendition of Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell's Ain't No Mountain High Enough on the steps of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Their harmonious voices resonated through the venue, captivating guests and onlookers alike. The choir's performance was not only a musical highlight, but also a poignant tribute to the gala's theme, honoring the cultural and spiritual thread woven into Black artistic expression. Inside the museum, the Silk and Sound Choir continued to enchant attendees with renditions of R&B, disco, and reggae classics, accompanied by the Matt Jones Orchestra. Their dynamic presence throughout the evening underscored the gala's commitment to celebrating the richness of Black musical heritage. The choir's performance, both on the red carpet and within the museum, were integral to the gala's immersive experience, seamlessly blending fashion and music. Their contributions added depth and resonance to the event, just about the perfect way to kickstart the night. Our favorite girl, the bad girl Riri, chose a very fashionable way to announce her third pregnancy, the 2025 Met Gala red carpet. During the night, the singer and Fenty founder first showed off her baby bump in a muumuu dress as she departed the Carlisle Hotel en route to walk the steps of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Then, arriving at the Met in head-to-toe Marc Jacobs, she shut down the red carpet as the final arrival of the night. The pop star and business mogul wore a black cropped woolen jacket, a wool bustier bodysuit, a black pinstripe wool tailored skirt with a bustle, a polka dot satin cravat, ankle chain pumps, and a hat Jacobs created in collaboration with Stephen Jones. After all, she had to show up and support her man A$AP Rocky, one of the stylish co-chairs this year. In typical Riri fashion, she did not disappoint with her own look. Rihanna has always enjoyed a high-profile pregnancy moment. She announced her first while wearing a hot pink Chanel puffer jacket and ornate body chains, and a little over a month later, she arrived at the Dior show wearing a sheer black lace baby doll dress that showed off both her stomach and her lingerie. When I found out I was pregnant, I thought to myself, there's no way I'm going to go shopping in no maternity aisle, she told Vogue at the time of her pregnancy style. I'm sorry, it's too much fun to get dressed up. I'm not going to let that part disappear because my body is changing. This will be her third child with A$AP Rocky. They already have an almost 3-year-old son, RZA, and a 1-year-old, Riot Rose. As a 7-time Met Gala attendee, Rihanna is a seasoned pro at delivering a head-turning fashion moment on the Met steps. When she first attended in 2007, she went the more classic and glamorous route in a white empire waist Joshakra dress, replete with rhinestone embellishments. As the years have progressed, however, her Met Gala looks have only gotten more elaborate and avant-garde. You can say that again. Our girl never disappoints. Fans were swarming to witness Damson Idris's Met Gala attire. After all, the Swarm actor debuted not one, but 2 epic looks during the May 5th event at NYC's Metropolitan Museum of Art, and swapped outfits right on the carpet itself. The award-winning British screen star arrived at the museum in a white Tommy Hilfiger race suit, complete with a 20,000 crystal bedazzled helmet from Swarovski, concealing his identity. However, while the outfit acted as a nod to his upcoming movie F1 with Brad Pitt, it didn't necessarily fit the event's theme of Superfine, tailoring Black style. But never fear, this is where part 2 of the 33-year-old's outfit comes into play. Shortly after walking onto the carpet, Damson held out his arms, calling onto attendants, who then pulled apart his jumpsuit. And we mean that literally. The jumpsuit came off in 2 pieces, revealing a beautifully tailored red suit, again from Tommy Hilfiger. It was then that Damson pulled off his helmet and revealed his identity, putting a face to the elegant tartan suit, complete with a vest as well as a necklace and brooch from the actor's luxury jewelry house, Didris. And while the suit was a gorgeous homage to tailoring, it was the helmet that really stole the show. Intentionally so, according to Tommy Hilfiger himself. The piece was craftsmanship, an extraordinary feat of craftsmanship. Every crystal meticulously set to catch the light and amplify the movement, he told Elle of the helmet in an interview published on May 5th. It was bold, unexpected, and a perfect example of what we call the Tommy twist. The 74-year-old continued, the arrival fused fashion with racing heritage and high-impact glamour, delivering a show-stopping moment to the red carpet that set the tone for the night ahead. After all, the Met Gala is where celebrities are allowed, if not expected, to put fashion into high gear, and Idris did just that. It had been 22 years since Diana Ross last graced the Met Gala with her iconic presence, but this year, at the 2025 Met Gala, celebrating Black dandyism, the legendary singer made her grand return, in epic style no less. Ross shut down the red carpet with a look that was equal parts glamorous and personal. Her sweeping white gown, punctuated with crystals and beads, featured an 18-foot train embroidered with the names of her children and grandchildren. The singer's commanding design for the evening was brought to life from a close collaboration between Ross, her son Evan Ross, and the Nigerian designer Ugo Mozi. Together, they wanted to spotlight a tailored design that celebrated her own family legacy by spanning the generations of the Ross name and doing so through refined style. The embroidered names include her own children, Rhonda, Tracy, Chudney, Ross, and Evan, and her 8 grandchildren, Rafe, Calloway, Everly, Leaf, Indigo, Jagger, Bronx, and Ziggy. That evening marked Ross's 5th time attending the Met Gala. She first attended back in 1978 alongside legendary designer Halston. Since then, the singer has continued to bring her signature glitz to the Met steps, most notably in 2003 when she wore a flowy red Gucci gown. Her thoughtful design this year, however, proved to be one of the most glamorous, not to mention incredibly sweet and memorable. You know what they say, never bet against Zendaya when it comes to shutting down the red or blue carpet, which is exactly what the gorgeous star did at the 2025 Met Gala. The reigning queen of the Met Gala was back, and her look was, unsurprisingly, nothing short of breathtaking. The Challenger's actress followed the theme of superfine tailoring Black style with a sparkling white pantsuit that channeled the iconic wedding suit worn by Bianca Jagger. The look, styled of course by Law Roach, featured a pair of bell-bottom pants with a crease down the front, a fitted blazer with minimalist pockets, a button-up white shirt, a white vest, a white tie, and a floppy wide-brimmed hat that swooped over her eyes. On the back of her blazer was a sparkly silver snake detail. The actress completed her bold look with a low bun, studded diamond earrings, and a glam makeup look with mauve lipstick. Bianca famously wore a YSL wedding skirt suit with a similar wide-brim hat when she tied the knot with Mick Jagger in 1971. For the first time in years, Zendaya didn't appear alongside Law Roach, her longtime stylist and creative director. Roach, who had been working with the actress since 2011, previously shared they were doing their own thing this year. Zendaya made her Met Gala debut back in 2015 and has been one of its undisputed stars ever since. But apparently, she still finds it terrifying every time. I first went when I was 18 years old, and Law and I, my stylist, we've been working together since I was like 14 years old, she said during an interview on Live with Kelly and Mark. But I remember being 18, and it was such an exciting and new experience, but still terrifying. Last year, she attended as a co-chair of the event for the first time, and naturally, she and Roach pulled off one of the most talked about looks of the year. Zendaya arrived at the gala dressed as a literal peacock, debuting skinny brows and wearing a dreamy Maison Margiela couture gown, an elaborate headpiece in line with the Garden of Time theme. She continued to surprise Met Gala fans, changing into a second dramatic black look with a hat covered in roses, and even later, a third pale pink dress. Of course, a lot has happened in Zendaya's life since last year's iconic showing on the steps of Met Gala. For one thing, she is now officially a fiancé, having confirmed her engagement with actor Tom Holland after wearing her engagement ring to the 2025 Golden Globes. Perhaps this might explain her subtle nod to another famous bride with her latest Met Gala look. She and Holland were spotted for the first time since their engagement last month, when Holland was seen with Zendaya on the set of Euphoria's third and final season. Such a cute couple! We wish them nothing but luck and endless happiness. And finally, like we've already said, the 2025 Met Gala was an evening for theatricality and extravagance, and few understood this assignment quite like Andre 3000. The rapper and singer-songwriter showed up to the Met steps in a custom look by Burberry designer Daniel Lee, who collaborated with stylist Law Roach. However, the workwear-inspired jumpsuit was actually created by Burberry Benjamin Bixby, the latter being Andre's own label, founded back in 2008. Yes, call it an official comeback. But it was the grand piano that he carried on his back that completely stole the show. Made by the design and fabrication company Pink Sparrow, the piano backpack was molded after a Steinway Model S Baby Grand. The 30-pound piece was made using foam, Luana plywood, and 3D printed elements. Turns out there was a reason for such an accessory statement. On his way to the Met, Andre 3000 dropped a surprise new EP, 7 piano sketches. As the title suggests, the album includes 7 piano solo tracks. The piano was meant to tie into his latest musical project, his first release since his 2023 epical, much talked about flute-based album, New Blue Sun. According to GQ, Andre first had the idea to wear a large piano over a decade ago while laying down some piano tracks. During the evening, he made that dream come true and totally shut down the red carpet as a result. It wasn't like we said, okay, we gotta check these boxes to find this dandy thing to do, the star told GQ of his look. My understanding of dandyism is your own personal outburst in fashion or your own exclamation point on fashion. You don't really have to try for it. Well, there you go. What was your favorite during this year's Met Gala? Let us know in the comment section below.